Hello, good morning, or good evening, whenever you are watching this. I hope you are doing well. My name is Catherine, and today I am doing the ideal bookshelf tag. This tag was created by one of my very good friends, Kim, over at Bookmarks and Breadsticks. In this tag, there are 10 questions. Each question correlates to a book that is significant to your life in some sort of way. You can check out her original video down below. She tagged me forever ago in this. I can't believe it's taken me so long to do. I'm so sorry. But we are here, we are doing it today. It is happening. Question number 1 is the first book that you remember reading as a child. The first book I can significantly remember besides picture books would be the Little House books by Laura Ingalls Wilder. These are books that me and my dad read together when I was a kid. He would read to me every single night before bed. It's why I'm such a reader now, is because we just always read constantly. These were the first chapter books that I can remember reading. Question number 2 is a book you received as a gift. I've received a lot of books as gifts for birthdays and holidays. One in particular is this copy of Pride and Prejudice. Some of my friends got this for me. It was part of the I think it was an Indiegogo campaign for the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, and this book was included with the DVDs of the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, so I also own those. If you don't know what the Lizzie Bennet Diaries is, it is a web series, a vlog-based web series retelling Pride and Prejudice. It's so good. It's such a good show. But yeah, this particular copy of Pride and Prejudice came as part of that Indiegogo campaign. And it's super cute because it has Lizzie and Darcy from the show. And yes, that does say a foreword by Hank Green because Hank Green produced the show. Fun fact. Question number 3 is a book that was significant to your teenage years. Speaking of the Green brothers, Looking for Alaska by John Green. This was the second John Green book I read. I think the first one that I read was An Abundance of Catherines because, my name. But me and my friends finding John Green's books, and that led to finding the Vlogbrothers on YouTube here, and just the whole community surrounding that was a huge part of my teenage life and my high school experience. It's because of them that I was introduced to YouTube and vlogging and everything related to this. Also, this was another gift copy from my friends. They went to the LA Times Festival of Books. I had rehearsal because theater. When they went, they got to meet John Green, and they got this for my birthday, and he signed it. So that's really cool. Question number 4 is a book you always go back to. For this, I am choosing a book that I have talked about several times on this channel, and I probably will talk about several times more, and that is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alir Sayaz. Something about the writing style of this book and Dante and Aristotle's relationship just speaks to me. I don't know what it is specifically. I just absolutely love this story, and I love the way that it is written. I keep on talking about it. I will continue to talk about it forever, probably. I love this book. Question number 5 is a book that brings you the feeling of pride. So this one was a little bit hard for me because I was how do I choose a book that fills me with pride? What does that mean? I could choose a book that I'm proud that I finished because it was hard to read. I could choose a couple different things. I decided to go with Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. So this was actually the first Becky Albertalli book that I read. I read this before I read Simon versus the Homo Sapien Agendas. And this was one of the first books where I felt truly seen. First of all, our main character is plus sized. It was one of the very first books, this one and Dumplin', where I saw a character who looked like me. Not only that, but she was the main character and she was the love interest. That never happened in YA books. And it's still very rare, both in contemporaries and in fantasies. So to finally see a character that I related to in that way filled me with so much joy and so much pride. Question number 6 is a book that brings the feeling of wonder. I had to choose one of my all-time favorite books, and that is The Little Prince. This book is so good. It is a picture book. It's a children's book. However, I feel like it is the type of book that is meant for both adults and kids. It is all about looking past things that are surface level, finding like deeper inner connections with people, and never losing that childhood like wonder and innocence and joy and of course imagination. I do also completely love the movie that is based on this book. A lot of people had problems with it because there was like an added plot line to it, but I feel like it just really expanded on the message of the story, and I loved it. Question number 7 is a book you've reread or loved the most. This one probably won't surprise anyone if you've been on my channel for any significant period of time, and of course I have to say, The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I've read this book so many times. I love it with all my heart and soul. It is the prequel to The Lord of the Rings. And it's just so good. It's another one of those books where it is both written for children and adults. Like, it legitimately is a children's book, and it is meant to be like told orally. That is one of my biggest things, is when people find The Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit difficult to read, I highly recommend listening to the audiobook, because the stories actually started as Tolkien telling these stories to his children. He then went on to like develop them and make them like bigger and grander. But yeah, highly recommend. I love these books so much. Question number 8 is a book that you want to have on your shelves forever. All of them? I don't know how I choose just one. If you watched my book unhaul video, you know that like I'm gonna end up keeping these for as long as humanly possible, because I am incapable of getting rid of books. I mean, I guess I could say The Hobbit. Oh, look, a different edition. Amazing. No, I'm not gonna do that. You know what, fine. Okay, a book that I probably will keep on my shelf forever, because I've already had it on there for a very long period of time, is A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray. Again, if you've been on my channel for any period of time, you probably know Libba Bray is one of my faves. I first got this book probably back in like 2006 or 7. It was definitely when I was in like 6th or 7th grade, so 2006 or 7. I got this book from Borders, which was behind my house at the time. It was the best. I lived next to a library and a Borders. I miss it so much. Me and my brother had gone over there at the beginning of the day. We like walked over. I bought this book because my friend Rachel recommended it to me. I read it in one sitting and I made my brother take me to go and purchase the next 2 books in the series because I needed to read them all. This book is probably going to stay in my possession forever. Question number 9 is a book on your shelf that you want everyone to read, and that is Dear Martin by Nick Stone. I just read this book fairly recently, in the past year or so, and it is incredible. First of all, I love Nick Stone's writing style. This book is composed of letters, of free verse, of like actual dialogue, of so much, all packed into this itty bitty tiny book. And it covers so many important topics that I think everyone should read. I also just recently read Dear Justice, which is the sequel companion book to this one, which was also absolutely incredible. Hi, Editing Catherine here. I realized that I forgot to answer the last question because disaster, so you get terrible lighting and no makeup. Anyway, question number 10 is a book that reminds you of a specific like period of time in your life. For me, that is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. So this is one of the first books that I started reading when I really started to get back into reading after college. I was reading a couple things here and there, but as I was starting to get back into the thick of like my book obsession and everything after not reading at all in college, I picked up this one, and it reminded me why I love books so much. Just the genre and the world and the relationships between the characters and everything. It reminded me why I love books so much. So yeah, this one reminds me of that time in my life as I like started to get back into the world of reading. There we go. Back to good lighting. Oh, there we go. That is my ideal bookshelf. Obviously, I have a lot more than just 10 books on my bookshelf, and I will never Marie Kondo it to like 30. I think she said your ideal bookshelf should only have 30 books. I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen. Thank you so much to Kim for both creating this tag and tagging me in it. It was a lot of fun to do. Y'all should check out her video down below, see what's up, the whole like backstory behind this tag, because it is really cool. I will tag a couple people in this. Let's see, who am I tagging? I'll tag Katie from Katie Can't Read. I'll tag Emily from Emily Reads, and Logan from the Buy Book Boy. There you go, you are tagged. Talk about the 10 books on your ideal bookshelf. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit subscribe. I hope you have the wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, bye!